सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् बाहुद्वन्द्वेन रत्नोज्ज्वलवलय भृता शोणपाणिप्रवाळेनोपाता वेणुनाळी प्रसृतनखमयूखाङ्गुली संगशारा कृत्वा वक्त्रारविन्दे सुमधुरविकसद् रागमुद्भाव्य मानैः शब्दब्रह्मामृतैः त्वं शिशिरितभुवनैः सिञ्च मे कर्णवीथि.
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. While we witnessed Putana Vadham at the outset, we also saw how the Gopika Stris, headed by Yashoda, were enjoying Krishna's every minute. The way he smiled, the way he was carried and moved shifted between arms and hands. Now comes the next incident in Krishna's Srimad Bhagavatam, here Narayaneeyam, which is Shaktasura Bhanjanam. So here we get into the Shloka of the 42nd Dashakam. कदापि जन्मर्क्षदिने तव प्रभो निमन्त्रित ज्ञातिवधू महीसुर महानसत्वां सविधे निधाय सा महानसादौ ववृते व्रजेश्वरी. हे प्रभो कदापि, हे प्रभो, the one who is the cause and the one who is the niyanta of everyone, हे प्रभो कदापि, once, तव जन्मर्क्षदिने, on that day of your birth star, because Bhagavatam clearly states kadapi daudhyanika kautuka plave janmarksha yoge. So Krishna was born in the star of Rohini. So this must have been a month after Rohini. So it must have been the Rohini of the next month. So he says tava janmarksha dine sa vrajeshwari, that mistress of the Vrajas, namely Yashoda, Vavrute Mahana Sadau, got engaged in the kitchen. She was extremely involved in the kitchen and the other places. Nimantrita Nyati Vadhu Mahisura, in the company of invited relatives, the women and the holy Brahmanas, all the three. So she mentions of the Vadhu, Mahisura, Nimantrita Jnati. So on that particular day, when they were celebrating the Janma Nakshatram of that particular month, when Krishna was born, Nidhaya Tvam Savidhe Mahanasaha, Nidhaya Tvam Savidhe Mahanasaha. She left you in a cradle which was very close to the cart. Why? It was a belief in the villages, by the villagers, even today, that if you leave something as an object next to the child, like how they leave scarecrows in the agricultural fields to drive away the birds from affecting the crops. So it was a belief in the villages that if you leave an object, especially like a broomstick, a cart, next to a child, then it would cause no harm to the child. It is a belief. So she left Krishna next to the Shakatam. So he says, Tvam savidhe mahanasaha. Krishna was left next to the cart. Tato bhavatrana niyukta balaka prabhiti sankrandana sankularavaihi vimishramashravi bhavat samipataha parisputat charu chatat chataravaha parisputat daru chatat chataravaha tataha bhavat samipitaha. That is from then, which was very near you, that particular Shakatam which was very near you, parisputa daru chatat chataravaha. There was a huge sound heard. So the incident is, Krishna was left in a cradle which was lying next to the cart. A group of children were playing in the vicinity. Now Krishna was extending his legs, like how every child would cry. Meanwhile, it was said that a demon had possessed this particular cart. His name was Utkacha, and he wanted to attack Krishna. As the boy was extending his legs, this cart got struck by Krishna. Parisputa daru chatat chataravaha. Daru, that particular wood, that cart which was made of wood, chatat chataravaha, was broken into a lot of pieces. It was broken to smitherens. Vimishram bhavatrana niyukta balaka prabhiti sankrandana sankularavahi. Because of the mixed fears, there was a certain mixing of the fears. The fear-stricken Gopa boys deputed to guard you. So they wanted to guard Krishna, but at the same time it was broken to 1,000 pieces. Ashravi. This was heard by the people inside the houses, because they had left Krishna next to the cart, thinking the cart will protect, but they heard a sound. It was broken to 1,000 pieces. Could the little boy with tender feet hit that particular cart, and that cart broke into 1,000 pieces? All these questions were lingering in the minds of people. Ashravi, but they heard that there was a sound. Earlier they heard a sound of the huge body of Putana breaking the walls of Nandagopa's front house and falling on the streets. Now they heard a sound. They had to come running to check what had fallen. Tatastada karnana sambhramashrama prakampi vakshoja bhara vrajanganaha bhavantamanta dadrushuhu samantato vinishpata daruna darumadhyagam. Tataha tadakarnana sambhrama shrama prakampi vakshoja bharaha. So those women, those Gopastris, that too with heavy breast, vakshoja bharaha, prakampi, due to that excitement, tadakarnana sambhrama shrama, they came listening to that noise which had caused such a big uproar in their vicinity. So they came running. Vrajanganaha dadrushuhu bhavantam. The Gopikastris immediately saw you. Antaha samantataha. Inside the house, amidst. Now where was Krishna lying? Vinishpata daruna daru madhyagam. That is, he was lying amidst. Imagine, there is a lot of wooden logs fallen. And the house which is made of logs of wood suddenly falls. And there emerges a blue-colored diamond that is flowing and walking between those wooden pieces. How prominent it would look. So was Krishna, looking like a blue sapphire amidst all these shattered large wooden sticks. So he says, Vinish patat daruna daru madhyagam. He was lying amidst all these daru, which is wood. Now people should remember that when we look at temples in Bharata Desham, the Divyamangala Vigraham could be largely from stone, which we call granite, which is Pashanam. If you come to large parts of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, you will see a lot of Divyamangala Vigrahams made in black granite. You go to some states, some parts of Gujarat, some parts of Rajasthan, some parts of even Haryana, and very few parts of Madhya Pradesh, you will see white marble. In some places, it is made of sudai. Sudai is a certain material where it looks like a paste, so that is applied over a primary object and there is no abhishekam which is done. For example, Srirangam's main deity, main vigraha is of that sudai, so it is not technically stone there. Now, if you go to a kshetram like Puri Jagannatha Kshetram, it is wood, daru. So here, the one who is made in daru was lying amidst daru. He is made of wood, he is lying amidst wood. Vinishpatat daru daruna daru madhyadam. Then what did they say? Shishoraho kim abhutaditi drutam pradhavyanandaha pashupascha bhusuraha bhavantamalokya yashodaya drutam samashvasan nashru jaladralochanaha aho kim abhut shishoho kim. What happened to the child? What happened? What happened? They all came running. I'm sure those of you who have seen the yesterday's advertisement called Woodward's Gripe Water, if a child cries, people will immediately keep running and asking, what happened to the child? Why is it crying? Same was the case here. What happened? Because people, whenever they have a little child at home, they are generally very excited and worried. What will happen to the child? Kim abhutu shishoho. What happened to the child? Kim, what happened? Iti pradhavya drutam. They came running so fast. Nandaha, Pashupaha, Bhusuraha cha. Who were those people who came running? Nandaha, the father. Pashupaha, the Gopas. Gopas who were meant to protect the bovine race, the cattle race. So they are meant to protect the bovine race. They came running. Pashupaha, Bhusuraha. Those people like celestials who are living on earth, namely the Veda reciting, realizing Brahmanas. Bhusuraha, Pashupaha, Nandaha. They all came running. Ashru Jaladra Lochanaha. And that too, when they came running, just not that worry. They had tears in their eyes. Ashru Jaladra Lochanaha Samashvasan Alokya Bhavantam. They were relieved on seeing you. Though they saw you amidst the wooden logs, they were relieved on seeing you. Alokya Bhavantam Samashvasan. Alokya. They saw you. Samashvasan. They were relieved. Dhrutam Yashodaya. Thereby Yashoda came and lifted Krishna. She said, I am not giving my boy anybody from now on. I am going to take my child. And she lifted that child. Dhritam Yashodaya. So she lifted that child. Kasko nu kautaskuta yesha vismayo vishankatam yes chakatam vipatitam nakaranam kaschidiheti te sthitaha. Swanasika dattakaraha twadikshakaha kaskahanu kautaskutaha. What is this? What is this? Where did all this come from? They were asking. Kaskaha kautaskutaha. They asked two questions. Kaskaha kautaskutaha. What is this? Where did this come from? Yeshaha vismayaha iti yat. As usual, they said this is very unusual for it to happen. Because when that lady fell, that demoness fell, again it was unusual for them. Now when Shakata is broken to pieces, smitherens, they were wondering. So iti yat vishankatam shakatam vipatitam. Vishankatam, shakatam, that shakata, vishankatam. So that was broken, vipatitam, into bits. It was not even in two parts. It was broken into pieces. Na kaschit karanamiha. What could be the cause for such a big card not to be broken to one or two parts but into pieces? They wondered. Iti swanasika dattakaraha. So they brought their fingers and held it like this, it seems. Dattakaraha swanasika. They brought it to their nose. See, it's a gesture or probably a body movement to show excitement. So now we do like this. We do like this. In Natyam, they will do this. So here they brought their fingers to their nose and wondered, oh. So they, swanasikaha, they brought it closer to their nose. Te sthitaha, twadikshakaha. They kept looking at you. Twadikshakaha, they kept looking. Te sthitaha, standing there firmly, they kept looking at you. So, twadikshakaha, says Bhaṭṭatiri. So, as they were wondering, how could this happen? Where did this come from? Where did the remaining parts go? See, there was $1 million question. Some of the parts of the cart were here. Even after breakage, it was there. What happened to the remaining parts? They wanted to know what had happened. Here we go for CCTV footage. Who will give them that footage? All that in the next episode.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण